Hello dear student, I welcome all of you on behalf of the Guru Gobind Singh Public School and Junior College Nasik. So dear children, today we will going to learn standard 6th subject geography. So dear children, today we will going to see the remaining part of our 6th number lesson, importance of ocean. In this lesson, in this period we are going to see the following subtopic: ocean and climate, oceans and resources, oceanic transport. The learning outcomes of this lesson will be you will able to understand the importance of ocean. You will also understand the reason behind the marine pollution. The new words in this lesson: spill means accidentally pour, sewage means wastewater. So dear children, in the last period of our 6th number lesson, importance of ocean, what we have learned earlier, we have learned about the hydrosphere. So in a hydrosphere, dear children, we have learned that the more than 70% of water, the cover of water on our earth, so that cover of water is known as a hydrosphere. As I told you that hydro means water and sphere means the cover. So hydrosphere means the cover of water, which is a 70.08% on our earth. So that is why our earth is also known as a blue planet. So we have also learned in a hydrosphere that there are 5 ocean in a hydrosphere. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean and the Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean among all 5, right? So dear student, we have also learned that the hydrosphere, the part of the hydrosphere are included in oceans, seas, reservoirs, dams, lakes, rivers, etc., right? Then we have also learned about the salt pans. Okay, how we can obtain a salt pans. Then we can obtain the salt pans or salt by creating a salt pans. Okay, so that we have also already learned in the last period. Then dear student, food items. In food items also we have seen that how fishes, we have seen one picture about the food items, and in that picture we have seen that how so many different food items, among such a food items, some of the aquatic food items also were there, and how aquatic life or how marine life is important food item in our daily diet. We have also learned that how the aquatic food items are useful in pharmaceutical industry or in a research purpose, right? So dear children, now we will going to learn about the remaining part of our lesson, that is importance of ocean. So our first point is ocean and climate. So dear children, in front of you it is one of the chart, and in this chart the temperature of difference, maximum and minimum temperature of the different cities, the different important cities of the different countries are given. The first city is Beijing, it is the capital city of China. Then Istanbul, it is the capital city of Turkey. Then Madrid, it is also capital city of Spain. New York, capital city of United States. And then Denver is one of the city of United States. Kabul and Baghdad, the both are also capital city. Kabul is also capital city of Afghanistan, and Baghdad is capital city of Iraq. Then dear student, the maximum temperature is given in Celsius, and minimum temperature is also given in Celsius. Then when you will in the last column has kept blank, so they have told us that you have to fill this last column by the range of temperature. Range of temperature means, for example, Beijing's the maximum temperature is 18.4 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature is 8.4 degrees Celsius. Then 18.4 degrees Celsius to 8.4 degrees Celsius. So what is the difference between this both maximum and minimum temperature? That difference we have to write in the last column. It means the range of the temperature. Then when we will do this activity, so at the last what we will get, dear children, we will get in a column of a Beijing 10 degrees Celsius, then column of Istanbul 8 degrees Celsius, then column of Madrid 10 degrees Celsius, and column of New York 8 degrees Celsius, and column of Denver 14 degrees Celsius, and below in column of Kabul we will get 9.5 degrees Celsius, and in Baghdad column we may get the 16 degrees Celsius. So this is the difference of maximum and minimum temperature of all cities, and which we have included in the range of temperature. Understand? So what do we understand by this range of temperature? So dear children, the cities, those are very much closer to the coastal areas. The temperature, the minimum and maximum temperature difference is not more in such a cities, whereas the cities those are away from the coastal areas, there we can easily see the maximum and minimum range of temperature is more than compared to the coastal cities, right? Understand? Because due to the water vapor, which is the cities those are near to the coastal area, such a cities experience a less difference in the day temperature, and that is maximum and minimum temperature. Such a cities experience a very less variation in day and night temperature also. So why it is so? Because the water vapor which included in the water, that also due to that water vapor, the temperature during the night time and during the daytime also equable, as we have already learned about this in our lesson of temperature. There also we have seen that diurnal range of temperature means maximum and minimum temperature, and the difference of that maximum and minimum temperature, that range is also known as a diurnal range of temperature. Understand? And we have also learned about the proximity of the water and the proximity of the land. What is the proximity of water and proximity of land? So we have learned in that point that the land is heated quickly and cools quickly, and water heated slowly and cools slowly. So due to means the coastal area or coastal cities, those are near to the near to the seas or oceans, so that city experience a less variation in a day and night temperature. For example, I have given you the example of a Mumbai city earlier. So Mumbai city also experience the less variation in day and night temperature. Okay, and at the same time I have also given you the example of another city, that is a Nagpur city. Nagpur city, which is far away from the coastal area, and the variation in daytime and nighttime temperature is more in a Nagpur as compared to the Mumbai city. Understand? So dear children, apart from the variation in the temperature, there are also another reason which gives the unequal distribution of the sun rays all over our earth, as our earth is in spherical shape. So due to the spherical shape of our earth, the sun rays also distributed unequally all over the part. So due to that, we have seen that the thermal zones are created, torrid zone, temperate zone, and precip zone are created. Means as we go from the equator toward the polar region, then temperature also decreases, right, and air pressure also increases. So due to that, what creates, it also gives rise to the different pressure belts on our earth. Understand? Due to the unequal distribution of the sun rays also gives rise to the different pressure belts on our earth surface, and these different pressure belts also gives rise to the planetary winds. Okay, planetary winds. So in planetary winds there are three types of winds: easterlies, westerlies, and polar winds. So these planetary winds also gives rise to the different types of currents. So we have already learned that there are two types of currents: warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents, right? And when that warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents also decide the temperature of the world. Means when the warm ocean currents move from the equator toward the polar region, so wherever that warm ocean current will flow in the coastal area, that the temperature of that coastal area will increases. And in the same way, when the temperature when the cold ocean currents will flow from the polar regions toward the equatorial region, in the same way the cold current will also decreases the temperature in the coastal region towards the equator. Understand? So dear children, here what we understand, that the oceans are also playing the uh, important role for the distribution of the temperature all over the earth. Understand? And not only this, dear student, ocean also important for the rainfall, as we have seen. Vapor get condensed, then due to the condensation, then again the condensation process happen, and then rain falls, then the rain whatever the falls on the surface, that the same rain move toward the ocean, means the cycle of the rainfall is also start and completes in the ocean. So ocean is also one of the important factor for the rainfall. Understand? Now dear children, oceans and resources. As we have already learned that oceans keeps the distribution of the temperature also, but from ocean also we have seen that some of the minerals we get, and aquatic animals also we get. So in the same way, ocean also is one of the rich source of minerals and resources. So in this picture also you can see, the first picture is number one is lead, then second number is cobalt, third number is manganese, and fourth one is iron ore. So in the same way, dear student, there are so many minerals which we can get from the ocean and oceanic floor. Apart from these minerals, we can also get the pearls, corals, ornamental items, shells, and so many other medicinal plants also we can get from the oceanic surface or oceanic floor. Understand? Then now dear student, oceanic transport, right? So when we talk about the oceanic transport, then oceanic transport, it is one of the largest transport which is carried out by all the countries. The countries those are situated on the coastal area, that countries prefer the oceanic transport, because oceanic transport, it is one of the cheapest mode of the transport. By the help of the oceanic transport, we can also transport the so many heavy materials or bulky materials. The bulky materials like coal, crude oil, raw material, metallic minerals, food grain, such a materials or such a type of raw material we can transport from one place to another with the help of the oceanic transport. And as the oceanic transport is one of the cheapest mode, so the countries also gives the more preference to the oceanic transport. So dear children, while conducting the oceanic transport, the ocean currents also plays a very important role, because ocean currents from the direction which it is which the ocean currents is flowing, so that ocean currents also gives the speed or accelerate the speed of the particular ship. So in that manner, the ocean currents also helps to or plays important role to give the shape to the oceanic transport. Understand? So dear student, keep in your mind that oceanic transport is one of the cheapest mode of transport, so and most economic option also for transportation. So more country prefer to this through the water ways, or we can say oceanic ways. Understand? Now dear student, our last point, it is issues related to ocean. Okay, so what are the issues related to oceans? So you can see in the picture, the one ship is shown, and around that ship and the black oil is spill. Okay, so what is meant by spill? Spill means accidentally pour. Okay, so when the ship wreck or accidentally hit with another ship, then if that the ship is heavily transported with oil, then that oil can spill, and it also gives to the it is also one of the major issue of the ocean. Okay, so apart from the oil spill, there are also other issues with the ocean. For example, the polluted water means the sewage the sewage of the industries which was released by the so many industry into the ocean. So due to that also the coastal areas of the oceans and seas are polluted, then materials thrown out from the seas, ships also, means when the ships transported from one place to another through the waterways, so a lot of material also thrown out from that ship, so that also create one of the major issue for ocean. Then exploitative fishing. Nowadays the fishing is carried out by the so many trader in a exploitating way, means not only for the food purpose but for more other purpose or for business purpose, as a occupation purpose the fishing is carried out, and it also gives the threat to the marine life. Then dear student, cutting of mangroves forest in coastal regions. So cutting of mangroves forest also has one of the issues related to the ocean. Then disaster caused by the water mines, and then sewage released by the industries and the cities. Okay, so these are the important issues which are related to the oceans, and so due to such issues our the all the marine life or aquatic life is in great danger. So we just have to take care of all this aquatic life as soon as possible, because it also gives as ocean came in a danger, then the whole earth will also come in danger. Understand? So dear children, here we have learned about the oceans and climate. In ocean and climate we have seen the distribution of a temperature and the annual the maximum and minimum range of temperature also we have seen, and how the oceans plays an important role in a distribution of temperature. Then ocean and resources, we have seen that how ocean and resources are the rich source of the minerals. Okay, and then oceanic transport. By the oceanic transport we have learned that how oceanic transport is one of the cheapest mode of transport for all countries. Okay, so dear student, assignment for you, you just have to collect information about how natural pearl is formed and which oceanic organism develops it, in which sea is it found in India, and you can write down in your notebook.